Good morning everyone.
Good morning, ma'am.
Today I am going to teach you a very interesting topic of geography. And geography, as you all know, is all about the world. It's about the landform, the temperature, the climate and various physical divisions which exist in the world. Today I am going to teach you a very interesting topic from class 9 geography, and that is physical features of India. Okay? Okay. So when we talk of physical features, what do you understand? What comes in your mind? Can anyone tell? Raise your hand and tell me the answer. Yes? Raise your hand. Yes?
The landforms of the earth.
Physical features are actually the landforms of the earth. Absolutely. Yes, Parth?
Geographical factors.
Geographical factors, or you can say physical features can be more towards the landforms. Okay. So landforms. So today we are going to study about the different landforms which are there in our country in this chapter. Okay, so we have very interesting modules in Tata classes. So let's start with that. Okay. Okay, now all of you have to first of all see the location of India. This chapter we are doing the physical features of India. So let us first see the location of India in the world map. What do you say? Okay. Now can you see the location of India in the world map?
Yes,
ma'am. Where India is located? Okay. Now let us understand the physical features of India one by one. So let's start with the northern mountains or the Himalayan mountains.
The highest mountain system, the Himalayas, is also amongst the youngest fold mountains of the world. The word Himalayas means an abode of snow. It gets this name as the higher regions of this mountain range are snowbound through the year.
Okay. So tell me, what is the meaning of the word Himalaya? Yes?
The abode of snow.
Now you can sit and answer. Abode of snow. That is a place where you will find a lot of snow. Okay. So Himalayan mountains are the first physical features towards the north of India here, and they extend up to 2,500 kilometers starting from the Indus River. Okay. Starting from the extreme west, that is the Indus River, they extend 2,500 kilometers roughly till the Brahmaputra Valley. Okay. So let's see more about the Himalayan mountains.
The Himalayan range, along with the Karakoram range, forms the subcontinent's northern mountain wall. Besides India, the Himalayas stretch into parts of Pakistan, Nepal, China and Bhutan. The Himalayan range is long and narrow. It's
Okay. So they are young fold mountain. Now what do you understand by the word young and fold? Young means they are not very old mountain ranges, they are young, and fold mountains means they have been formed with the folding of the tectonic plates. Okay. So that is how they have been formed. Now if you see the width from this northern region, this is roughly 450 kilometers in width, starting from the north, and as you go towards the east, so the width will decrease and this will be roughly around 150. Okay, 150 kilometers.
stretch from the Indus River Valley to the Brahmaputra River Valley is approximately 2,500 kilometers.
Clear?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
In terms of width, the mountain range is wider near the Indus River Valley but narrows down towards the eastern end. The Himalayas consist of three distinct ranges that run parallel to each other. The Greater Himalayas or the Inner Himalayas are the highest mountain range.
Okay, now here you have to understand this very interesting fact about the Himalayas, that the Himalayas consist of three very important mountain ranges. And what is the difference between a mountain and a range? A mountain is one mountain and range is a series of mountains. Okay, series of mountains. So here we see that if you see the first range, the Greater Himalayas. Can you see the Greater Himalayas?
Yes, sir.
Here you will find the Greater Himalayas. And what is the difference between the Greater Himalayas and the Lesser Himalayas? The second range is the Lesser Himalayas. This is the second range, the Lesser Himalayas. And the last range you can say, or the outermost is the Shivalik. So what difference do you find here?
The height.
Absolutely correct. In altitude or in height. So this is the first range, that is the Greater Himalaya, also known as Himalaya. So this mountain range is the highest. It has the highest peaks. One of the highest peak of the world, that is Mount Everest. That is actually the highest peak of the world. You will find here in the Greater Himalayas. Okay? Let's see more.
The middle range is called the Lesser Himalayas, while the outermost range is called the Outer Himalayas.
Okay, so here we have the three most important ranges, that is the Greater Himalayas, the Lesser Himalayas and the Outer Himalayas. And all these three ranges vary in height. Okay. Now as you know, the Greater Himalayas are snow-clad. They are completely covered with snow. So obviously you will find less flora and fauna over here.
Yes, sir.
As compared to the Lesser Himalayas, the Lesser Himalayas are also cold, but here you will find vegetation. And the Shivalik range is that range where you will find plenty of vegetation and even wildlife. Flora, fauna, it is rich in flora and fauna. And that difference is because of the climatic condition. As you all know, as we go up, the temperature decreases. That is why in all these ranges, this range and all these mountain areas, you will find extreme cold climate and all these mountains are snow-clad. Okay? So this was the first physical division. Now let us come to the second very important division, and that is the northern plains. Okay, now all of you just look at this module and what do you observe after looking at this module? Can you tell me what do you observe? Yes?
A river valley.
Okay.
Yes,
A river coming down from a mountain. So why is it so? Why the river is coming from a mountain?
Because the
Yes.
Because it has some icebergs.
Ice.
Melting of glaciers.
Melting of glacier is a perfect answer here. Yes, very good. So here we see that the northern plains have been formed with the network of rivers which are coming from the Himalayas. Am I clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
So these plains, the northern plains have been formed due to the deposition of alluvial or alluvial soil or alluvium it is, which is brought down by the river network. Okay, let's see.
The great northern plains of India are located between the Himalayas in the north and the Deccan Plateau of peninsular India in the south. The great northern plains of India, also known as the Indo-Gangetic Plains, are formed by the sediments brought down by three important rivers, the Indus, the Ganga and the Brahmaputra.
Now here you have to understand one very important fact, and that is that these three river systems, that is the Indus river system, the Ganga river system and the Brahmaputra river system, these three river systems have made these plains very fertile because they bring with them very fertile alluvium, okay, which gets deposited over the plains. And the area of this plain is roughly 7 lakh square kilometer, let me tell you. And they are very fertile and very populous as well. Okay?
The plains span from the Indus River in the west to the Garo and Mizo hills in the east and have an extent of about 2,500 kilometers. The widest stretch is at the confluence of Ganga and Yamuna rivers near Allahabad, where the plains are 280 kilometers wide.
Okay, now here you have to remember one very important fact, and that is this region is a very, very fertile region. Thanks to all the rivers. Now here we see main rivers like Indus, we see Ganga, we see Brahmaputra. They are joined by small streams of water which are known as tributaries. You can see if this is the main river, they are joined by small streams of rivers which are known as tributaries. Okay, and along with the tributaries and along with that main river, these plains form a very, very fertile belt. So you will find a lot of population. Which is the most populous state?
Uttar
Uttar Pradesh. And the state with the highest density?
West Bengal.
West Bengal, Bihar, absolutely correct. Yes. I am happy that you remember this. Okay. Now let us move ahead. Which is the third physiographic division, children? Can you guess?
Plateaus.
Yes, absolutely correct. The plateau region. The peninsular plateau. Okay. Now before I start this, tell me the meaning of the word peninsula. Can you see this module and just tell me? Yes? Okay, Sandy?
Covered with water on with 3 sides.
Covered with water on 3 sides. Now why this is Indian peninsula, the peninsular plateau of India, why it is? Because it is covered with water body on 3 sides. And which water bodies? The Arabian Sea, the Indian Ocean and the Bay of Bengal. Okay. So let's have a look at the peninsular plateau. Very interesting modules we have of
India is bound by the lofty Himalayas in the north and water bodies on its other 3 sides. This unusual structure of India makes it a peninsula. The major part of the Indian peninsula is a plateau which is made of ancient, hard, igneous and metamorphic rocks. The plateau's northwest boundary is marked by the Aravalli mountain range. The northern extreme is marked by the Bundelkhand plateau, while the eastern extreme has the Chota Nagpur plateau. The eastern Ghats and the western Ghats lie on the eastern and the western sides of the peninsular plateau.
Okay, now can you see the location of peninsular plateau?
Yes, Yes, ma'am.
This is the peninsular plateau and this is surrounded by the Aravalli hill. Can you see the Aravalli hill there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, the Aravali's. And you have Bundelkhand plateau, Chota Nagpur plateau. You have western Ghats and eastern Ghats. So these peninsular plateau are bounded by all these plateaus and Ghats. Clear? Now, how you will divide this? From river Narmada, they have been divided into 2 parts. Here you have the Deccan Plateau region and this is the central highland, which is again divided into 2 parts. The Malwa Plateau region and the Chota Nagpur Plateau region. You have heard the word Chota Nagpur?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Chota Nagpur and the Malwa Plateau. Do you know where Bhopal is? Bhopal is situated? Yes.
In Malwa Plateau.
Absolutely, it is in the Malwa Plateau region. Okay. So I hope this is clear to everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Dash are the storehouse of minerals. Can you guess what could be the possible answer?
Plains.
Plains are rich in fertile soil and water, but plateaus are rich. Plateaus are said to be the storehouse of minerals because they have been formed by igneous and metamorphic rock. Okay, let us check our answer. That is absolutely correct. What is the second one now? Highest peak in the Eastern Ghats is? Any guesses? Arya? Eastern Ghat is Mahendragiri. Highest peak in the Eastern Ghat is actually Mahendragiri and Anamalai is of Western Ghats. Okay? Which is the highest peak in the Eastern Ghats? Mahendragiri is the correct answer actually. Just now we have discussed this. Okay, landmass bounded by say or 3 sides. side is referred to as
Peninsula.
peninsula. Peninsula, absolutely correct. And the last one is oldest landform.
Mountains.
Mountains.
No, it's the peninsula. Gondwana land, that is also known as. Okay. So I hope plateau is clear to everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
Now let us come to the fourth one, and what is that?
Desert.
Desert. So what do you understand by the word desert? What is a desert? Yes? Raise your hand. You don't know what is a desert? Children?
A region with less flora and fauna.
A region with less flora and fauna. Absolutely. And why it has less flora and fauna?
Extreme climate.
And wonderful. Because of the extreme climate. Extreme climate can be very cold, it can be very hot. And here we are talking of the hot desert, that is the Thar desert. Now children, if you just see the physiographic division of India, you will find that this region is very fertile, and it is flooded with rivers and very fertile soil, etc. But why is this region a desert? Any guesses?
Due to the Aravalli range.
Absolutely correct. Due to the Aravalli range which lie parallel to the direction of the wind. The southwest monsoon which is coming from this direction, actually it passes, it does not strike over those, those ranges, and it does not cause any rainfall over there. So it does pass by. That is why this region is a desert. Okay? Let us learn more about it.
The Thar Desert lies in the northwest region of India. It is spread mostly over Rajasthan and some parts of Haryana, Punjab and Gujarat. Click a label to learn more about the Thar Desert.
Okay, let us see about the climate of the Thar desert.
In the Thar Desert, the days are very hot. However, the nights are much cooler. The Thar Desert receives very little rainfall. So, it has a hot and dry climate.
Now everything is rated. Here we have seen that the rainfall is very less. So when the rainfall is less, which type of plants will you find in the desert? Yes?
Cactus.
Cactus, xerophytes. Okay, xerophytes or cactus you will find, which has long roots which can go deep inside the ground in search of water. Okay, and which have spines which are reduced leaves so that there is no transpiration. Water loss is less over here. Okay, now comes a very interesting topic, and that is the coastal
Sandy
plains.
soil and less rainfall make it difficult for plants to grow in the Thar Desert. You will find cactuses, short shrubs and woody trees in the Thar Desert. They are specially adapted to grow in desert conditions.
Okay, can you see this now,
A
children?
camel can live without water for days.
This is our
Its
wildlife.
padded feet help it to walk easily on hot sand. You will also find peacocks and the Indian gazelle in the Thar Desert. People of this region mainly live in huts made of clay and straw to escape the heat. They wear bright, colorful cotton clothes. Their diet mainly consists of dry beans and gums. They have adapted well to the extremely hot and dry climate of the Thar Desert.
Okay, I hope this is clear to
The
everyone.
Thar Desert lies in the northwest region of India. It is spread mostly over Rajasthan and some parts of Haryana, Punjab and Gujarat.
Okay.
What comes to your mind when you think of a beach?
Now before we go on to the next topic, that is the coastal plain, let me explain you the location of the coastal plains. Now children, if you see, what is this?
Map of India.
India.
This is the peninsular region.
Yes,
Peninsular region, which is bounded by, just now we have studied the Western Ghats
And the
and the
Eastern Ghats.
Now between the Western Ghats and Eastern Ghats lie the plains. This region is the Eastern Coastal Plains, and this region is the western coastal plains. I hope this is clear to everyone.
Yes.
So between the Ghats and this water body, you have the coastal plains over here. This side is western coastal plain and this side you have the eastern coastal plain. And as you see, India has a very long coastline. So it has a lot of beaches. And I hope everyone is aware what a beach is. Isn't it? Very interesting topic this is. Now let's see more.
A game of cricket or football with your friends. Maybe fishermen bringing in their catch. Or building a sand castle. Or simply scribbling something on the sand. Whatever be the cause, spending time at the beach is both exciting and relaxing. India is blessed with some of the most scenic beaches along its coastline, which covers an area of about
Can you see how
7,517
many beaches
kilometers.
are there?
The coastline extent on the mainland is 5,423 kilometers.
Now where can you locate Lakshadweep and Andaman Nicobar Islands? Here we see Lakshadweep beaches, so obviously these group of islands are the Lakshadweep, and here we have the Andaman and Nicobar Island. What's the capital of Andaman and Nicobar Island?
Port
Port
Blair.
Blair. And Lakshadweep? Kavaratti.
This coastline extends on both the western and eastern
Can you
sides of
see
the
the
peninsula.
western coastal plain and eastern
The
coastal plain?
western coastal plains stretch from Gujarat in the north to Kerala in the south. The eastern coastal plains stretch from West Bengal in the north to Tamil Nadu in the south.
Okay. What is the answer to this one?
Peninsula.
Peninsula is absolutely correct. Okay, let us move to the next one. Islands, I have not shown you the video of islands.
India also has two major chains of islands on both the eastern and western sides. The Lakshadweep Islands lie on the western side, while the Andaman and Nicobar Islands lie on the eastern side of the peninsula. The western coastal plains are narrow, uneven strips of land located between the Western Ghats and the Arabian Sea. The western coastal plains are broadly divided into four regions: the Gujarat Plains, Konkan Coast, Kannada Coast, and Malabar Coast.
Can you see the division of the western coastal plains, the Gujarat plains, the Konkan, the Kannada and the Malabar coast? Let's see the division, eastern division now.
The northernmost part of the western coastal plain is the Gujarat Plains, with the Thar Desert on its northern fringe. The Andaman and Nicobar Islands are a group of more than 300 individual islands. This beautiful chain of islands lies in the Bay of Bengal and is a popular tourist destination. The Andaman Islands are divided into Great Andaman and Little Andaman. The 10-degree channel, a deep sea, separates the Andaman Islands from the Nicobar Islands.
Okay.
The coastal plains are an important source of salt, minerals such as iron ore, fish, food crops, and cash crop.
So here we see that each and every physiographic division is very, very important for the economy. Isn't it? If you go to the mountains, there you will find tourism industry flourishing. If you come to the northern plains, there you will find a lot of agricultural production. you come to the peninsular plateau, you will find a lot of mineral resource industries. You come to the coastal plains, here you will find a lot of salt, fisheries, all these industries you will find over here. Even many crops grow in this region, isn't it? So what do we learn about all the physiographic division? That each and every physiographic division is very, very important to the economy. Okay? So I hope you have understood the location and the importance of all. Now let me test your knowledge. Let me test the learning outcomes. What are the learning outcomes? To know the location of physical features and to gain knowledge about the physiographic division. So I will be giving you small chits where you have to write the names of the landforms and you have to stick them here so that I understand that yes, the topic is clear to you. So I am giving you few. You can distribute this among yourself. One you can all take. You also take. You just distribute. Okay. Samyak, Ananya, Samyak, you write Himadri. Lavanya, Himachal, Ananya, Shivalik. Okay. Write, or if you write. Yes. And you all also write. Take these pens. Quickly write. So you are writing a Himadri, Himachal, Shivalik, Northern Plains, Peninsular Plateau, Desert, Western Coastal Plain, Eastern Coastal Plain, Park, Western Coastal Plain, Eastern Coastal Plain, and you write about Western and Eastern Ghat both. Two you will see. Okay, quickly write. And here we have the map of India. Okay. So, this is the map of India. Quickly write, and one by one you have to come starting from Parth and Aryan. Whatever chits you have, you can stick it quickly. Or we can do one thing, sit down. Let's start with Himachal. Not Himadri, we will start with Himachal. Come quickly. Okay. Himadri and Shivalik. Both of you come quickly and put place your chits over there. Yes, and you have of Shivalik. Okay, next we have, now tell me, Himachal, Himadri is correct. This is Himachal, that is also correct, the second. Is Shivalik correct?
No.
It has to be slightly up over here. Okay? Okay, Ananya? Okay, next we have the Northern Plains and the Peninsular Plateau quickly. Northern Plains and the Peninsular Plateau. Okay. Now, Northern Plains, you are sticking here, it's correct, but I think this could have been a better position because already we have sticks over there. It extends from here till here, the Northern Plains again, and Peninsular Plateau. Why you have to stick it here? You can stick in the center as well, isn't it? Okay. Next we have the Eastern and the Western Ghats. Who has the Eastern and the Western Ghats? Okay. Eastern Ghats and the Western Ghats. Okay. And the Eastern and Western coastal plains, who has? One by one, please come and stick. This is Western coastal plains. Okay. And you have the Eastern. I am happy that you have understood that ghats are inside and plains are outside. I hope this is clear to everyone.
Yes.
And we have the Andaman and Nicobar Island and the Lakshadweep Island also, you write. You have the island groups?
Desert.
You have the desert. Okay. So two more I need to give you for the Lakshadweep and Andaman and Nicobar Island. So you write one for Lakshadweep and Andaman Nicobar Island. Okay, absolutely correct. This is the Great Indian Desert. And last we have the islands. Absolutely. Carefully have to come. Okay. The Lakshadweep Island, very good, very well done. And the Andaman and Nicobar Island in the Bay of Bengal and Lakshadweep Island in the Arabian Sea. Very good. I hope you understood this well.
Yes,
ma'am.
Okay. Thank you so much, children. Have a nice day.
Thank you, ma'am.